Lovest thou me than these things? Lovest thou me than these things? Lovest thou me than these things? And Peter became angry. And he said to Peter, feed my sheep. The shepherds has abandoned the sheep. The shepherds has forgotten who they are. The shepherds have forgotten that they are to gather, not to scatter. They started so well. They were in the church. They started as kids. They went to church holding their mother's hands. They were in the Sunday school. They started in the children's department. And they continued. They entered into the teenage department. They continued. But they came to the time when they were supposed to embrace the work and responsibility of a shepherd. They forgot who they are. They forgot all of a sudden that they were anointed for this. And they began to trade destiny with pleasure. They began to trade destiny with desires of the flesh. Now, a great man has ended the journey of greatness, and a great woman has ended the journey of greatness just because of the satisfaction to the appetites of our youths. We are at that generation that are supposed to bring revival. There was a prophecy that was not prophesied to fathers, but to youth. He said, afterwards I will pour my spirit upon our flesh. He said, the sons and the daughters will prophesy. He said, the young men shall see vision. The visioners have died because they have forgotten who they are. How did we get here? That the brother who sang in the church and the choir all of a sudden is now a cultist? How did we get here? That the sister that said, Jesus, I love you, is now a prostitute? How did we get here? That the brother who sings in the church now come to the altar a fornicator? How did we get here? That the sister who shouted, oh God, it is you and nothing, no longer remembers the statements of her lips? That the same brother that soloed songs while he was growing in the church, all of a sudden is now a soloist in the shrine. How did we get here? Have we forgotten the ordination before birth? How did we get here? There is a calling to come back home and come and embrace that which we are assigned to do. Peter, lovest thou me than these things? The Lord knew a time will come in our lives so when these things will stir up and we will desire to go back to them. And that was why he asked Peter, do you love me? Are you sure you will not abandon me for the pleasures of the world? Are you sure you will not let go of me for the desires of your heart? Some of you said, God, I will build houses for you. Lord, give me this and I will serve you with it today. Where are you? We left him. We have forgotten the statements of our lips. We have forgotten the cries of our heart. The sheep are scattered. There are no shepherds anymore. Even the ones that say call themselves shepherds are shepherds in the sight of men, but in the sight of God are wolves, eating up the sheep given to them to take care of. Men of God are no longer men of God, but men of men, enticing men. Singers, worshippers of God are no longer worshippers of God, but entertainers, singing that men will find joy in it. No wonder we lost the glory in the church. Where are the Elijahs of our time? Because the God of Elijah is still the God of today. Where are the Jesuses of our time? Will you say because he was the Son of God? No. He went through the journey of life like you and I. Let's come back to who we are. There is a calling to come back home. The sheep are scattered and laborers are